George Reeves, the Superman who believed in tomorrow. Before tights and capes became billion-dollar business, before the Man of Steel soared through CGI skies, there was George Reeves. A name that for an entire generation meant Superman, not a mythic god, not a reluctant savior, but a hero next door. In the post-war glow of 1950s America, Reeves gave audiences a Superman who didn't just fight for truth and justice, he embodied them. Reeves first appeared as Superman in Superman and the Mole Men, 1951, a low-budget theatrical release meant as a backdoor pilot for a TV series. Though modest in scope, Reeves's quiet strength and calm charisma turned heads. His Clark Kent wasn't a bumbling disguise, it was a steady, dependable journalist who believed in people. And when he put on the cape, he didn't dominate, he protected. By 1952, Adventures of Superman hit television screens, and Reeves became a household name. Across 104 episodes over 6 seasons, he portrayed both Clark and Superman with a rare consistency. In an era haunted by war and shadowed by the Cold War, Reeves's Superman wasn't fantasy, he was reassurance. What set Reeves apart was that he didn't lean on alien mystique. He played Superman as a community figure, firm, kind, and utterly human in his values. In a fan magazine interview, Reeves once said, "Superman is the kind of person kids want to believe in, so that's who I try to be." Off-screen, that wasn't just a line. Reeves lived the role. He visited children's hospitals in costume, refused payment for appearances, and once canceled a personal event because, as he said, there's a sick kid waiting to meet Superman. He reportedly told a friend, "The cape doesn't come off just because the cameras stop. You never know who's watching." But behind the scenes, it wasn't always heroic. The show's budget forced creative solutions. Flying scenes used wires, trampolines, and quick cuts. Reeves disliked the awkward rig and pushed for the now iconic diving board takeoff, an efficient, low-cost trick that became a signature. Even the bullets bouncing off his chest were risky. Small pyrotechnics sometimes singed the costume. Reeves's dedication went beyond stunts. He often revised scripts to make Superman less violent and more empathetic. "Superman isn't here to punish people," he said. "He's here to help them be better." That mindset resonated on set. Noel Neill, Lois Lane, called him a big brother. Jack Larson, Jimmy Olsen, initially wary of typecasting, credited Reeves's warmth for making the series meaningful. Still, Reeves quietly struggled with the limits of being seen only as Superman. He had dreams of directing and was reportedly in talks to return in a new series format, but the cape, while iconic, became a constraint. His life story was dramatized decades later in Hollywoodland, 2006, with Ben Affleck, who would later play Batman, portraying Reeves with quiet vulnerability. One scene reenacts a real incident. During a public appearance, a young boy pointed a loaded gun at Reeves, wanting to see if bullets bounced off like on TV. Reeves calmly talked him down. Later, he admitted it wasn't fear that haunted him, but the realization of how deeply children believed in him. Hollywoodland reminded audiences of the weight Reeves carried and how he rose to it with real heroism. Where Christopher Reeve's Superman soared with cinematic wonder and Henry Cavill's reflected modern angst, George Reeves's version was grounded, approachable. His Clark Kent wasn't an act, it was the heart of the character. A decent man, trying to do the right thing. You can still see echoes of Reeves today. Tyler Hoechlin's Superman in Superman and Lois channels that same fatherly compassion. And as David Corenswet dons the red boots for a new era, the foundation remains. George Reeves showed that Superman didn't need to be alien to be powerful. Reeves's greatest contribution wasn't just how he played Superman, it was why. He believed the character could shape people, not just entertain. When the show's tone became more kid-focused in later seasons, Reeves adapted, not for ratings, but because more children were watching. "If we're going to have their attention," he said, "we better give them something worth believing in." And one final piece of trivia, even lifelong fans may not know, George Reeves was the first Superman actor to have his likeness appear on officially licensed Superman merchandise. His face adorned trading cards, lunchboxes, coloring books, and more, marking the first time an on-screen Superman became part of the brand's public image. That's his legacy. George Reeves didn't just portray Superman, He defined him. George Reeves, the Superman who didn't just believe in truth and justice, he believed in you.